Outstanding welcome to your YouTube channel English Hub by Lakshmi. Today I want to introduce an interesting person, Sachin from Mumbai. Is it right?
Yeah, Maharashtra, Kolhapur.
Maharashtra. Oh, yeah, good. Thank you so much, sir, for being a part of in my YouTube channel. Hearty welcome to our YouTube channel. And please introduce about yourself, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me for this YouTube channel. I'm glad to talk with you. This is Sachin from Maharashtra, Kolhapur city, and I'm working as a professor since last 10 to 12 years in the university. I'm teaching to MBA students, and my specialization is finance. So this is brief about me. Okay.
Sounds good, sir. Like it's a very nice pleasure to be a part of in my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for that. And I want to introduce myself also. Yeah, my name is Lakshmi and I am from Andhra Pradesh. Professional, I am an English teacher. Yeah, this is all about me. Yeah, today we are going to discuss an interesting topics or hot topic, government education versus private education. I hope everyone allow this like a type of conversation, and please don't skip that video. Please no watch up to the till the end. Yeah, sir, which one do you like most, like private education or government education? How in which school do you study? Do you complete your studies? Did you complete your studies?
In my schooling, I did my schooling in government school. Then I, headed towards the private university for my higher education. But when we look at around, then we can see a lot of private schools being started in every village. English medium school, CBSE school, English medium school. So I think that this education is education, and we cannot be discriminate between the private and the government institutes, because it's a right, it's a fundamental right of every citizens of India, every citizens in India, and they should have a right to take this education. So we should not be discriminate between the government and private, as there is a cost involved into that. So I think that there is a discrimination, and we should bridge this gap between this private and government education, and it should be free to all.
Exactly. At the same time, it's it's our own right to take education from that in any school, in either a government school or a private school. It's not a matter. But little bit, why people are almost all people are fond to learn, take education in private sector. Why? What is the reason?
The reason is that the private schools are being more equipped with this technology, the new technologies. The teachers are, they are also equipped with the new knowledge of this era. They are more, techno savvy. They are good in English, and I think this kind of the fluency and the polished language being impressing to the students of villages and the urban also, and they feel that there is a good education, and they are putting their wards into that private schools. So this is just the kind of advertisements are being campaignings are being done, and the propaganda is like that if we put our ward into these private schools, English medium schools, so the parents' tendency is that what educations I did not got in my childhood, I should provide to my ward, and this is the tendency. With that tendency, they put their wards into that particular private schools. What I feel.
Yeah, exactly. Why? But that government schools, they are not providing the stuff of knowledge to that society. They are not giving proper education to the society. Why they are fail? They fail you to give the education to that society. What is the reason?
Correct. It's a government failure. I can see, because the government is not maintaining their schools properly. They are not giving funds to these schools for infrastructure development, for technological development. They are not funding for the teachers training, which is required nowadays, and because of that, there is a reluctance among the villagers that they look at these government schools as only for these, for the kind of polio doses, vaccinations, for the casting their votes, and for that only purposes, and they are not putting their votes into that government school because of this only. So I think government failure is there. Government is not strengthening these public schools. So I think we should look at the Delhi government towards it. They have made this model for all the states, that how the public schools can become the model for the all Indian states. I think we should look at.
Exactly. Like in some point of, like how like you will segregate the quality of education in between, like a government school versus like private schools. How you will segregate that quality of education?
Quality of education, I cannot say that totally the government schools are failed in this the competition, but definitely I can say that the government should come forward and should strengthen, because nowadays teachers also experimenting in their own way, that how the education can be of how it can be entertaining to the students. And I can give one example. The teacher of my state from Solapur got a prize at international level, a best teacher award, and he is now appointed at I think World Bank, appointed by World Bank as a, yes. So he is from Solapur, and he has done a good experiment at his own level. So this can be possible. Just a need to strengthen the schools, motivating the teachers of the government schools, inspiring them, providing them proper training. So this is the requirement, and if government provides this the requirement, then definitely I can say that the government school will be a good one. So as your question is that what is the the difference between the private schooling education and the government schooling education, I can say that there is no much difference between it. Only the language difference is there, as the private schools are teaching at English medium, the polished English medium, but somewhere they are lacking into knowledge part. So I cannot say that 100% the private schools, those who are nurturing the students, nurturing their minds, are very good compared with the government schools. This is not fact. This is just things are going on. The peoples are being attracted towards the language only, not for the language knowledge part.
Exactly, sir. Like what about the discipline? With learning, discipline is there in that, like in the government schools compared to like private schools. Maybe you are how you or do you think they will get discipline while studying in government schools?
Yeah, definitely. It's learning is all about the students' mentality, how students are taking for it, how students are learning. So I think teaching along with learning is important. So in private schools, they are teaching very well. They are equipped with the technology. A lot of projects are being done from the students, extracurricular activities, co-curricular activities. They are giving good sports facility to the students. They are taking their students to different competitions. So different kind of things are being done into the private schools. Same time, government schools are also doing, but I can see that there is the students, those who are taking into the admission to the government schools, they are poor, and they are not affording to go to the private schools, and because of that they are taking admission to the government school. But if we look at their hungerness, then definitely we can say that they are too much hungry towards taking the education. So hungerness should be there. And whereas if you look at the private school, the hungerness is not there. Teachers are well prepared. They are giving their best, but students are not much hungry to take it. So learning is not happening there, which I can see that learning is happening at government schools.
Exactly. Now, what about like a co-curricular activities compared to government schools, like private schools? How they are like giving co-curricular activities? How they are like handling that, like sports, other activities?
Definitely, as I told you, the funding is there. They are charging high fees from the students, and with that fees, they are building a good infrastructure. Lot of the sports facilities are there. The sports material is there. They are appointing a separate faculty for the for the sports. they are having a different faculty for the arts, then the extracurricular activities, or making fun into the into the schools. So they're having a different faculties for it, different material for it, a special lectures are being allotted for it, and they're having their own rules and regulations and disciplines. So based on that they are working. Whereas if we look at the government schools, they are they are following the government rules. So whatever the government is giving, they have to follow. At the same time, faculties are not they are they are busy into other than teaching works, like they are busy into this campaigning, vaccination campaigning, polio campaigning. Then they are doing a lot of surveys. So if faculties are busy into that particular activities, how they can give the justice to the students?
Exactly. What about like academic standards, and after that facilities provided? Is there like do you get like, do you have any changes? Do you get that any changes like compared to private education versus government education, like academic standards and like what about the facilities they are giving? How they will take care of their like students?
Yes, I think that we should adopt the model of the Western countries, where outcome-based education is important. In India, if we look at the system, the education system is totally based on the memory test. What exams we are conducting, we are testing just memory of the students. So I think we should go ahead than this memory test only. There are different cognitive tests, like after memory we can test their understanding level, we can test their analytical level. Then fourth level is evaluation level, how students can evaluate, and the fifth is creating, how student can create new things. So this is based on their cognitive levels, different cognitive levels. And if you look at Indian education, which is totally a rote education, rote learning, which is only based on the memory test. So we should focus on this particular test. And also we should look at this outcome based educations, where we are studying at higher education now. What is the outcome of standard 1, standard 2, what student will be able to do after learning this particular course? So we should define the outcome before giving this particular education to the students. We should write it, that what kind of outcome will be demonstrated by the students. So, for example, if I'm teaching Marathi or Hindi or English language or history or science, so what course, what contents are covered into that particular course, I should write before that what student will demonstrate after learning this course, maybe a science or history, can perform after learning this particular course. So this outcome should be defined before giving the course to the students. And I think we are lacking into that. What's happening here in India, that if I want to teach the students how to swim, and I am giving him the lecture that how to swim, the theory and all these parts, concept and the framework and all those things. So instead of that, I should write that after having my lecture, students should able to swim.
Yeah, exactly.
There. So we are lacking into that. So I think it should be adopted by all the schools, at maybe in the private or government, anywhere, but outcome should be there.
Yeah. Whenever that students like after like taking after learning anything, then after that they have to applicable in their life. Then only it's like it's a productive thing. Otherwise it's a vanish, and it's not useful for that people.
Correct.
Yeah, for that. Yeah, definitely. What is the dedication of faculty? Like, are they like following like good faculty in their private section or private education, or like versus government education? How they are following that faculty members?
Correct. If I observe, I can see that in private schools, faculties are not getting a good salaries, and they are overburdened. And if you look at the government schools, the faculties are getting a good amount of salaries, and but definitely other than teaching, they have to do a lot of activities. So I think it should be if faculties are getting good amount of salary compared with the private, they should give more, dedication towards their profession. And in private schools, faculties are exploiting. Faculties are, what we can say, that they are not providing good salaries, and with that limited salaries, they have to do lot of work, lot of expectations from management. So I think the justice are not giving to the faculty into the private schools.
Exactly. What about, proper attentions, if anything happened to our children, there is no proper management to take care of our children, how you will differentiate in government education versus private education? How they will take care of our
taken care? Okay, taken care.
Yeah.
I think the private schools are taken care of the students because it is the job of the faculty. Management having a lot of expectations from the faculty, and faculties are responsible for that, for the care of the students. And a lot of things are, anything happens with the students, then faculty will be answerable. So I think faculties are taking care of the students into the private schools compared with the government school. But the too much care is also not good. I can say too much care, too much, spoon feeding, and a lot of things are being done into the private school. This is also not good. Whereas government school, the hungerness of the student and the limited of educations will definitely leads towards the good citizens. So this is there, I can see.
Exactly. And the final one, sir, is more like a very, very important to every parent, and fees, fee structure. What about fee structure in private schools? Government schools, obviously, they don't want to take anything. And private schools, what about they are they are hiking like every year, they are hiking, improving their, a fee structure. Why they are doing like that? What is the reason, behind that?
Yeah, definitely. And if we look at every year, 10%, 15% fees are being raised. And, what I feel that the schools are running not for the charitable purpose, not for the societal purpose, but they are running to earn a profit. And if they are earning profit from running the schools, so definitely they are not giving justice to the faculty, students, and at large to the society also. So these private schools, they are rising their fees with the name of technology, with the name of infrastructure, with the name of faculty salaries. I think the government should intervene into that. They should audit it. They should find it out what is happening into that private schools, and they should, a transparent, things should come into front of the society. And this is not happening, then I think it is a loss of the students, faculties, and society also. I think faculty is more important. It is more a fundamental resource in the teaching learning process. So faculty should be encouraged. They should have a good amount of salary. The training should be given to the faculty, should not be too much load towards the faculty. And if things happen like that, then only I think the schools will run in proper manner.
Exactly. How you give, how much percentage you will vary that, how many students are studying in government schools, how many students are studying in private schools, how much you give the percentage?
Yeah, definitely. We can see that the percentage being raising, the tendency of faculty putting their word into the private school has been raising since last 10 years. But definitely, I can say you that I am trust on these the government schools also. If government intervene on time and strengthen these schools, definitely in coming 5 to 10 years, parents will think upon it, that how they, the outcome of their students and the outcome of students from the public schools, definitely they can divert their students toward this public school. But now if we look at, then definitely we can say that the private schools enrollment is being increasing every year, and up to 2030, definitely this enrollment will be high if government not intervene on time. And the cost of education will be also not at affordable level for the middle class. So it's also going to be high, definitely.
Exactly, sir. Yeah, like whatever you give that answers, it's a very fantastic answers. I like the reality things. And thank you so much, sir, to be a part of in my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I hope like everyone like love our conversation, and please like, share, comment, and do subscribe, and like hit the bell button for more amazing content. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Also, keep smiling, sir. Yeah, all the best. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah. Bye, sir. Bye. Let's catch up with another new video. Yeah. Bye.